What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Guns N' Roses True Story, a behind-the-scenes look at some of Guns N' Roses songs, albums, and controversies. So today we're talking about the song Dust and Bones. So Dust and Bones appears on Use Your Illusion 1 and is one of several songs to feature Izzy Stradlin on lead vocals. Other songs include Double Talk and Jive, You Ain't the First, and 14 Years. Now let's talk about the actual writing of the song. Now, Dust and Bones was written by Izzy Stradlin, Duff McKagan, and Slash. It doesn't actually feature any kind of writing credit for Axl Rose. Now, apart from actually appearing on the Use Your Illusion 1 album, it also made a surprise appearance on Guns N' Roses' live album titled Live Era in 1999. Typically, Live Era featured recordings of songs that were played quite frequently throughout the Use Your Illusion tour. Since Dust and Bones was primarily only played through 1991 and only once in 1992, it was kind of a surprise to a lot of fans that it was included on the album. And then the actual live performance of Dust and Bones is from a show that Guns played as one of their warm-up gigs in New York City back on May 16th of 1991. If you guys want to watch the actual live footage of the gig, I've linked to it down below. And then it was also covered in a Guns N' Roses tribute album called Guns N' Roses Strings of Fire. Now, some of the clips from this album are actually available on YouTube to listen to, but I wasn't able to actually find the cover of Dust and Bones on YouTube. And according to the book Slash, Surviving Guns N' Roses, Velvet Revolver, and Rock Snake Pit, the actual bulk of the song's music was composed by both guitarists, and the actual lyrics are a veritable shrug of the shoulders to the pressures of life, especially while in a famous rock and roll band. Stradlin seemed to be indignant at the melee often surrounding him. So in 1991, Slash did an interview with Q magazine where he was asked the question, "Do you write best when you're high?" He responded, "No, but I wrote some really cool shit when I was high. There's a song called Coma, a long song, really heavy, and I wrote that loaded, and it's not just something that I can really see myself writing now." And then me and Izzy wrote a song called Dust and Bones in a similar kind of state. But whatever you're going through, your material is supposed to be some sort of mirror of your experience. There's so many bands who write stuff that doesn't relate to anything. And then at a performance that Guns N' Roses did of the song in Noblesville, Indiana, just before the song was played, Axl told the crowd that this is a song about a guy getting his brain splattered on the I-65. The I-65 is a highway that actually runs through Izzy Stradlin and Axl Rose's hometown of Lafayette, Indiana. And if you guys listen to the song, in the first verse, there's actually a reference to the I-65 highway. And then at the end of the performance, Axl saw a guy in the crowd in the front row who's wearing a Q95 shirt. Q95 is a radio station in Lafayette, Indiana, and Axl said he used to listen to that station as a kid and that has saved his life. And then just shortly afterwards, he asked about whether a certain DJ was still around or whatever happened to him. And then at a Guns N' Roses show in Toronto, Canada back in 1991, Axl introduced Dust and Bones as a song that the band came up with at a rehearsal that Axl himself wasn't able to attend. If you guys want to see both live performances, I've linked to them down below. And then at a performance that Guns N' Roses did in Denver, Colorado in July of 1991, a couple weeks after the St. Louis riot, Axl spotted a fan giving him the middle finger at the front row and basically stopped Dust and Bones halfway through, but here's the audio for you guys to listen to.
This guy right here. No, you punk. You're out. You're out of here. You're out. This guy right here. No, forward one, that guy. Later, homeboy, you wasted your fucking money. I'll tell you what that's about. See, we got a video crew, and before the show, they're filming the crowd, seeing what's up. Out of the whole fucking crowd, this guy just keeps going, "Fuck you, come on, punk." And he's on tape, So now, I see him going, "Fuck you, come here," trying to get me to dive in and fuck up the show for everybody else to pay their money. That's like what happened in St. Louis. In St. Louis, we got 4 guys that happen to be friends of the building security, and they don't give a flying fuck what these guys do. This guy thought he was smart. He's out. Now we're gonna have a good time. Let's pick it up where we were.
Slash actually sings background vocals on the song. They can be heard really clearly on the Live Era album as well as on the Use Your Illusion album as well. And these are the lyrics that he sings background vocals to, and he actually plays a vocal box during most of the song as well. So the song actually dates back to 1989. There's some rehearsal audio you guys can hear from Full Mate's rehearsal studio, and it features three other songs. So it features Don't Damn Me, Locomotive, and Garden of Eden, and then Dust and Bones is the actual last track as well. So I've linked to it down below if you guys want to check it out. And according to setlist.fm, this song has been played a total of 41 times if you don't include the actual rehearsal as a gig. And the first live performance was actually at the Warfield Theater in San Francisco back in 1991. I've linked to it down below. At pretty much every show that Izzy played with Guns N' Roses, with the exception of like Rock in Rio, but any show usually after that, Dust and Bones was usually played in the set list, but it was never played when Izzy returned to Guns N' Roses in 1993, and it was only played once in 1992 after Izzy left the band. There was a performance on YouTube in early 1992 where Guns played in Tennessee at the Pyramid, and it's really bad audio quality, but I've linked to it down below. I believe Duff sings lead vocals on it, because even when Duff would play with his solo band Loaded, Duff has played Dust and Bones a number of times, and there's a number of live performances of it as well, so you guys can go check that out. And then back in late 2004, there was going to be an unofficial autobiography about Izzy Stradlin called Dust and Bones, The Untold Story of Izzy Stradlin. So there was a company called Black Market Publishing who was actually putting the book out, and in December of 2004, they started to take pre-orders for $21. The book was supposed to be released on February 17th, 2005, but then in March of 2005 there was an update. The book hadn't been released yet. There were some legal issues over cover photo clearances, and there was an update put out saying that they had gotten through all the legal issues, and the book was to be released on March 29th, 2005. But if you go to Amazon's page, there's a listing for the book, but it's no longer available. And according to some people on the MyGNR forums, they did get a copy of it, but then, it was such a bad book, they ended up throwing it away. And then one of Izzy's former bandmates, his bassist in Izzy Stradlin's Juju Hounds, came out and actually blasted the book. He said it's an example of shock journalism. And Izzy's former bassist said that he regretted partaking in an interview with the author because he was originally told it was going to be a quality product, it would be accurate about Izzy's life, but it seems like it didn't go that way, and it ended up being more about gossip and tabloid style journalism. And he even said himself he had to actually buy a copy of the book off Amazon, which said a lot about the publisher at the time. Let's talk about how the song did on the different Guns N' Roses charts. So there's a number of articles basically rank all of the Guns N' Roses songs from worst to best. And according to spin.com, they did an article ranking all of Guns N' Roses, I think it was 80 some songs, and Dust and Bones ranked number 25. And they even said in the article, one big reason to not buy into the reunited Guns N' Roses is the absence of Izzy Stradlin. And they say behind the dynamic, that's Axl and Slash, Izzy played the Malcolm Young role on rhythm guitar, the straw that stirred the toxic drink. On the same list, the song 14 Years ranked number 34 on the list. And according to Guitar World, which ranked all the Use Your Illusion songs, this song is ranked number 13, with 14 Years being ranked number 11 on the same list. And then the final list I'll look at is QPoint.com. They did a comparison of all of Guns N' Roses songs, and Dust and Bones ranks number 32, while 14 Years comes in at number 16. And talking a bit about the song lyrics, a lot of people online think that the song lyrics basically are just about, enjoying life and not having to worry about all the bullshit in life and just, have a good time. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the song lyrics down below. So that does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Guns N' Roses True Story. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Did I miss any facts? Let me know. And as always, guys, make sure you subscribe for the latest Guns N' Roses news, and be sure to follow me on Twitter at Guns N' Roses Daily. I will follow you guys back. Take care.